Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Big Z Sports Talk. Thank you so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. As always, it's your host, Big Z. We are in exciting times. The NFL has officially started back up. Although it's preseason, I enjoy preseason because I cheer for a lot of the underdog quarterbacks and guys that don't play during the season. But we are still in the CFL, and we just finished Week 11. So let's talk about the first game that was on Thursday, August the 13th. It was the BC Lions at the Calgary Stampeders. At halftime, it was pretty good. Calgary was winning 18-13, but BC said, "Don't call it a comeback," and ended up winning 30-26. Competitive game all the way around. Very good game. Let's start with the losers, Calgary. For Calgary, their quarterback, Vernon Adams Jr., was 13 for 23, 148 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. That is 6.4 yards per pass. Unfortunately for him, he got hurt, and Josh, I'm a fucking loser, Love came in. And Josh Love was 6 for 10 for 58 yards, no touchdowns, because that piece of shit don't throw those, but he did throw 1 interception. And he had a measly 5.8 yards per pass. All right, those are the two quarterbacks. And again, Josh Love, whoever the fuck you are, you suck, dude. Seriously, you blow. Running back, Dedrick Mills, 10 carries, 49 yards, 4.9 yards a carry. Quarterback, Vernon Adams Jr., 3 carries, 25 yards, 8.3 yards a carry. So he wasn't doing great, but he definitely wasn't bad before he got hurt. Jalen Philpott, wide receiver, 1 carry for 8 yards. And Quincy Vaughn, the backup quarterback, 3 carries, 4 yards, and 1 rushing touchdown. It's interesting to see how many of these teams use a backup quarterback in short yardage situations, specifically near the end zone. For the receivers, Deshaun Brissett caught 3 of 7 for 40 yards. Jalen Philpott caught 4 of 6 for 36 yards. Tevon Jones caught 3 of 4 for 31 yards. That's not bad. He caught all but 1. That'll work. Eric Brooks caught 2 of 2 for 27 yards, and he had a touchdown. The all-important touchdown. Damian Alford caught 2 of 2 for 20 yards. Clark Barnes caught 2 of 5 for 19 yards. Running back Dedrick Mills caught 2 of 4 for 18 yards. And that is all we're going to mention for Calgary. To the winners, the team that actually matters, because they fucking won. Let's go to the BC Lions. Big win. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Very big win for them. Their quarterback, Nathan Rourke, was 15 for 22, 301 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. It's a very impressive 13.7 yards per pass. And he had a long pass of 85 yards. Holy shit. Holy shit also is with Xander Harvath, his running back. 15 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown. 6.8 yards a carry. Nathan Rourke, we said he had 2 passing touchdowns. Well, he had a rushing touchdown as well. Nathan had 3 carries, 39 yards, and a rushing touchdown. That's 13 yards a carry. And James Butler, well, he didn't do jack shit, so I'm not going to waste my breath on him. Let's go to the wide receivers. We got Jermaine Jackson, who caught 2 of 3 for 89 yards, so he really made those 2 count. Justin McInnes caught 2 of 3 for 86 yards. Keon Hatcher said, "You know what? I see that. I'll raise you, boys." Caught 7 of 10 for 83 yards, and he had both touchdowns. Let's go. Huge game for Mr. Hatcher. Running back Xander Harvath caught 3 of 3 for 32 yards, and Javon Cote caught 1 of 2 for 11 yards. If you're a BC Lions fan, you're going to be ecstatic that you guys got the win, and it was a much-needed win. So BC improves to 4-5, and Calgary falls to 4-6. You're not out by any means, but at that mark, you need to pull your head out of your asshole and start playing football, because you could be out real soon with another loss or 2. The next game on Friday was the Ottawa Shitblacks at the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Look, I've talked a lot of crap about Ottawa, and quite frankly, in my opinion, every ounce of it is deserved, and I should be talking more shit about them. But they did put up a somewhat competitive game, so it could have been worse. At halftime, the Blue Bombers were winning 20-12, and they ended up winning 33-21. So the Shit Blacks lost by 12. All right. I guess it could be worse. I'm trying to be nice here, folks. For the Shit Blacks, Jake Mayer was 28 for 43, 314 yards, 2 touchdowns, of course, 1 interception. He's an interception fucking king. Nobody's disputing that. But solid numbers overall, considering he has nobody to work with. That is 7.3 yards per pass. For the running backs, Greg Bell, 6 carries, 17 yards. Yeah, what the fuck is that? A measly 2.8 yards per carry. For the wide receivers, Keelan White caught 6 of 8 for 79 yards. Callie Pimpleton caught 6 of 7 for 61 yards. Cade McDonald caught 3 of 6 for 57 yards. Aiden Eberhardt caught 6 of 10 for 40 yards, and he had a touchdown. Giovanni Robinson caught 1 of 1 for 32 yards. Look, if your only catch is a 32-yard reception, I would say that's a fucking fantastic game. Running back, Greg Bell caught 3 of 6 for 24 yards, but he had the second receiving touchdown. So, didn't do a lot on the ground, but he did have a receiving touchdown. And Justin Hardy, my boy, caught 3 of 6 for 21 yards and had a pretty shitty game. That's really about it for the Shit Blacks. Look, I'm trying here, guys. I'm trying to be a little bit nicer, but you can't be nice when the team is just complete and epic dog shit. Okay, for the Blue Bombers, Zach Collaros was 21 for 31, 222 yards, no touchdowns, and no interceptions. 7.2 yards per pass. Quarterback, we had 2 other quarterbacks play, which is really odd. Drew Brown was 1 for 1 for 17 yards, and Bryce Perkins was 1 for 1 for 10 yards. So both backups threw 1 pass and completed 1 pass. I absolutely love it. Running backs, Brady Overia, 11 carries, 74 yards. That's 6.7 yards per carry and 1 touchdown. Bryce Perkins said, not only did I complete my only pass, but I had 4 carries, 11 yards, and not 1, but 2 touchdowns, baby. Let's go. I like it. Bryce Perkins getting it done. And quarterback Zach Collaros, 1 carry for 9 yards. So they really had a very dominant game, if we're being completely honest with you. For the wide receivers, Tim White, he's a stud. He caught 8 of 10 for 85 yards. Brady Overia, of course, the running back, 8 of 8 for 80 yards. That's how you fucking do it. Your running back catching all 8 targets, and he had a rushing touchdown. That's over 150 yards. Dominant fucking performance. Nick Dembski, wide receiver, caught 6 of 7 for 79 yards. I don't think anybody's going to complain about that. Tommy Need caught 1 of 1 for 5 yards. Okay, for the Blue Bombers, after they beat the shit out of the Red Blacks, I say it's close for the Red Blacks, but let's be honest. There's a reason I call them the Shit Blacks. They're fucking terrible. Winnipeg improves to 5-4. And the Shit Blacks go back to 0-9. Ottawa, those fucking losing pieces of shit, are now 0-9. What a fucking disgrace. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Get the fuck out of the CFL. Go play indoor football. Maybe you'll be accepted in that fucking shit league. What a fucking disgrace. Okay, the next game. I said I was going to try to be nicer, and I guess apparently I fucking lied. I'm pretty pissed but excited about this game as well. I watched this one. It was pretty fun to watch. The Toronto Argonauts and the Edmonton Elks. My boy Cody Fajardo, baby. We'll get into that shortly. Okay, at halftime, it was a somewhat competitive game. I was thinking to myself, okay, hopefully both my guys, Kelly and Cody, have good games. At halftime, Edmonton was winning 11-9. Well, the second half was completely different as the Elks opened up a complete can of fucking whoop ass and ended up beating Toronto, the fucking losers, 42-12. That is a 30-point loss. Ouch! Thank you. Can I have some more, please? What the hell is that, boys? That's embarrassing. Toronto, seriously, that's bad. Speaking of bad, my boy Chad Kelly was 21 for 31, 265 yards, no touchdowns. He hardly throws for those, and one interception. Although I will say, to be completely fair, that one interception was actually a good pass. It hit his receiver in the hands, and his wide receiver's a piece of shit, so it bounced right through his hands. For Chad Kelly, that is 8.5 yards per pass. Nick Arbuckle, my other boy, came in at the end. Cleanup time, garbage time, and he was 2 for 4 for 12 yards and said, "I'm Nick Arbuckle. I can throw an interception too because I'm a fucking idiot." So Nick Arbuckle had no touchdowns and one pick. Both my boys, complete fucking diarrhea. Embarrassing performance. The whole Toronto team should be fucking ashamed of themselves. Running back, Isaiah Smith, 4 carries, 23 yards. That is 5.8 yards a carry. At least somebody did something useful. Chad Kelly on the ground had 2 carries for 11 yards, 5.5 yards a carry. All right, I guess that could be significantly worse. Nick Arbuckle did have 1 carry, 1 yard, and 1 rushing touchdown. So before he completely shit himself through the air, it wasn't a bad game when he had the 1 rushing touchdown. Unfortunately, it did not last. Wide receivers, Kevin Meidel caught 6 of 8 for 89 yards. Tyler Kamon caught 4 of 6 for 56 yards. David Unger III caught 5 of 6 for 48 yards. So far, you can see Chad Kelly actually had a fairly efficient day. It just wasn't going his way when it mattered the most. They weren't converting on third. It wasn't going well. Okay, wide receiver DeMonte Coxey caught 5 of 9 for 37 yards. I guess to clarify, I should say weren't converting on second because you only get 3 downs in the CFL. Jake Hirschlow caught 1 of 2 for 25 yards. Running back Samuel Hicks caught 1 of 2 for 14 yards. And Nolan Olm caught 1 of 1 for 8 yards. You know, I very much like the 101s. To the actual team that's relevant and that mattered, the Edmonton Elks. They're the Elks again this week. We've had some rough games, and they've played pretty shitty the last few weeks, but I'm glad to see them getting a win again. My boy Cody Fajardo, 25 for 31. Let's go. 301 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. 9.7 yards per pass in a very efficient game. Cody also had 3 carries, 50 yards, 16.7 yards a carry by the running back. Over 350 yards for Cody. Big game. My boy fucking tore it up. Javon Leake, running back, 6 carries, 58 yards, 9.7 yards a carry. Justin Rankin, 16 carries, 47 yards, and a touchdown. That is only 2.9 yards a carry, however. Backup quarterback Cole Snyder, 2 carries, 3 yards, and Cole had a rushing touchdown as well. Justin Rankin had a big game through the air to kind of make up for the low yards per carry. He caught 4 of 5 targets for 61 yards. Austin Mack caught 4 of 6 for 58 yards. Brandon O'Leary caught 5 of 5 for 55 yards. Joshua Cephas caught 6 of 8 for 55 yards. And what did he have? What I like to call the all-important touchdown. TJ Luther went perfect, caught all 4 for 4 for 47 yards. Skylar Griffith caught 1 of 1 for 22 yards. It's pretty damn good because Skylar's the fullback. And backup running back Javon Leake caught his only target, 1 of 1 for 3 yards. Okay, big game for Cody. Very efficient. He's a damn good quarterback. He's an efficient quarterback. And this is what the Elks need right now. They don't need someone to go throw for 500 yards every game. They need a quarterback to go out there, hand the ball off to their star running back, and not fuck it up. Okay. So for the records, we know that Toronto's had a tough schedule, but for them they fall to 4-5. That's not good. And Edmonton finally again gets a win, and we improve to 7-3. The last game we're going to talk about is the Rough Riders at the Hamilton Tiger Cats. All right, at halftime, the Rough Riders were winning 13-10, very competitive, but Hamilton pulled away in the second half and ended up winning 26-19. Damn good game. Unfortunately for the Rough Riders, Hamilton outscored them 16-0 in the fourth. That's going to leave a mark. For the Rough Riders, Trevor Harris was 23 for 35, 207 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. That is a measly 5.9 yards per pass. And you know I'm a big Trevor Harris fan, but that's a fucking disgraceful performance, and you cost your team the game. Flat out. Running back, Star Thomas, 9 carries, 36 yards, 4 yards a carry. Backup quarterback, Tommy Stevens, 3 carries for 9 yards. That isn't going to win you any big competitions. For the receivers, Keyshawn Johnson caught 4 of 8 for 51 yards. Johnny Johnson III caught 5 of 6 for 45 yards, and he had the 1 receiving touchdown. Dale Duncan Busby caught 4 of 6 for 43 yards. Dylan DeJeet caught 5 of 7 for 33 yards. Star Thomas, of course, the running back, caught all 3 of 3 for 25 yards. All right, not bad. And Deshaun Mims caught 2 of 5 for 5 yards. That's pretty fucking shitty, if I'm being honest with you. Okay, the relevant team, the winners. Trey Ford had a damn good game. Actually, both the quarterbacks had a good game. Trey Ford was 13 for 17, 151 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. It's a very respectable 8.9 yards per pass. Harrison Frost came in and was 12 for 16, 112 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. That is 7 yards per pass. So between the 2 quarterbacks, 2 touchdowns, no picks, and you won. Running back, Larry Roundtree III, 12 carries, 47 yards, 3.9 yards a carry. Trey Ford, 4 carries, 38 yards, and 9.5 yards a carry. For the quarterback, we know Trey Ford is dangerous. He's a damn good runner, and he proved it here. For the wide receivers, Carrick Wheatfall caught 9 of 11, 108 yards, and he had a receiving touchdown. Myron Mitchell caught 5 of 5, 51 yards, and he had the 2nd receiving touchdown. Curley Gittins Jr. caught 3 of 3 for 35 yards. My boy Kenny Lawler said, "I've lost it. It's gone." Wow, what a shit year he's having. 2 of 5 for 22 yards. What the fuck is that, Kenny? Look, it's just proof that he was a damn good receiver, but he isn't anymore. Running back, Larry Roundtree III, caught 3 of 4 for 17 yards. Wide receiver, Isaiah Wooden, caught 1 of 1 for 15 yards. And Keandre Smith caught 1 of 2 for 9 yards. For the Rough Riders, you're still a damn good team. It was a bad game, and your quarterback was absolute dog shit, but it happens. You're not going to dominate every week. That's a fact. The Rough Riders fall to 6-3, and Hamilton potentially saves their season and improves to 4-6. And to be fair, it was a road game as well, but that's all I can give them. Terrible performance by the Rough Riders. There it is, guys. There's week 11. Thank you so much for listening to me and continuing to listen on a weekly basis. I'm sure you've seen it by now, but I'm on YouTube as well. It's audio only because, again, I'm technology stupid, but I'm trying at least to get it on YouTube as well if you'd rather listen to it on there. Big Z's Sports Talk. Appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic week, and I'll be back soon.